YouTube, Duelmaster1247 here. This is going to be my Disaster Dragon profile. I kind of want to give you guys an idea of how I'm running it this format and how it's going to be slowly changing as the format progresses. Especially with Galactic Overlord coming up soon. Another thing is, I want to get your feedback about this series I've been doing, about what to look for when your opponent's cheating. If you guys can, please give me comments in the below or video responses. Alright, now I'm going to get into the Disaster Dragon deck list. Comment on it below. It's a fairly consistent build considering what's all in it. And pretty soon I'll explain it what 2 cards I will be adding. Right. I run 1 Alexandrite Dragon. He gets over the Thunder Kings, the Doom Cows, the Snowman Eaters. He gets over a lot of those 1900 B6 that a lot of decks have issues with. I only run him at 1. 2 Delta Flyers, since it's kind of my main tuner in the deck. He has a lot of plays. With the level adjusting, Xyz summoning. He's just one of those monsters that is very helpful in this deck. 2 Effect Veiler. It's a part of the anti-meta aspect of this deck. This deck gets very anti-meta happy. Effect Veiler is one of those. It stops the wind-ups, it stops the Inzectors. Doesn't really stop Dino Rabbit too much, but that's what we have other cards for. Double Exploder Dragon. Yes, I do understand this is not a very heavy battle destruction format. However, when battle does occur and you have those big monsters you have to get over, he's perfect for that. He gets over the BLS, the Dalkas, the Lagias. He's the main card you want to use to get rid of those. 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Yes, a lot of people go, why do you run him? He's your anti-Xyz. He gets over Utopia, Depriz, a lot of those key cards that are being played right now. He says no to every single one of those cards because his effect is chainable to those effects. Triple Drago. He's great, especially if you have a Call of the Haunted set and they go into a tour guide play. Call of the Haunted him back, they get no more tour guide. He's great in that essence. Or if they start banishing for a BLS or Chaos Rush or summon, again, he stops those plays. One Prime Material. Anti-destruction and partially anti-chain burn. If he's on the field, you just get the pluses rather than the minuses. I rather have pluses than minuses. Obviously, the main standards in a dragon deck. 3 Wyvern, 3 Darkness Metals. They really don't need any explanation. They are themselves in a nutshell. Next card, 3 Thunder Kings. Yes, it does seem odd that Thunder Kings are in dragons, but they are very, very useful in this deck. Believe it or not. It's another part of the anti-meta aspect with Drago and Effect Veiler that just shuts down plays. You don't want to have a lot of open plays with this format the way it's sitting right now. If you can shut down their plays early, this is the best way to do it. Also with Thunder King negating inherit summons like Xyz and all of them. Now we're going to get into spells. Book of Moon, obvious. I do run 2 Forbidden Lances. They're great right now. Very helpful. Either the beat over issue or just to stop the main negations. Future Fusion, staple in a dragon deck. Mind Control. A lot of people are iffy about this card. I still like it because I can take over my opponent's monster and have a lot of fun with it. Either Xyz summon, Synchro summon. I really can't use it for a fusion summon, but it still gives me those plays. Reborn. Triple MST. A lot of people are running only 1 to 2 this format. I'm keeping it at triple. I don't have a lot of back row destruction, and if this is going to have to be my back row destruction, I'm going to keep it that way. And 1 Pot of Duality. For my trap lineup, Triple Call. Triple Call is excellent, especially in Dragons right now. And it's just really good in this format in general. 2 Dark Bribe, because I don't run a lot of those anti-back row cards. This does wonders. Mirror Force, the Solemn Brigade, I don't, obviously. And then 1 Starlight. Starlight I like because it gets my Stardust out of the extra deck. Now on for the extra deck, Catastor. Ancient Fairy Dragon. A lot of people are wondering why I use her. She's really good against the field card decks like Dark Worlds, Fusion Gate Heroes, Gravekeepers. It stops a lot of those big pushes. Black Rose Dragon. Bryonic. Exploder Dragon Wing. Orion Dragon, I only run him at 1, but I really like his matchup versus 6 Sams. He's an easy 6 for me to get out. Bam, get rid of their Sheehan early. Scrap Dragon, obviously. Stardust. Thought Ruler, a lot of people are, again, another card they question with me running. But I really like the life point gain with this card. Considering as consistent as this deck is, with a lot of the negation cards, I end up minusing myself, but I still have my pluses. So extra life points never hurt. And then Hyper Librarian. Xyz monsters, Leviathan Dragon, Acid Golem. He's another card that a lot of people question, but if you have a certain field setup and you can get him on the field, you don't have to really worry about anything in this deck. You don't even have to worry about the special summoning or the minus 2000 crew is going to plus the 2000 every single turn rather than minusing it. And then obviously a Staple Utopia. For fusions, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. For wind-up players, Katakuris, or any really type of those random machine decks that you're going to see out there. With Galactic Overlord and Return of the Duelist coming up, you're going to see a lot more machine decks, especially with that new Gear archetype getting ready to come out. So I have a feeling you're going to be seeing a lot of this card played more. And then obviously 5 God. I will not show you guys my side deck for this deck, because I have 3 or 4 different side decks, but it mainly reflects my meta in my area, and I have another side deck that's for the general meta. But 2 cards that will be added to this deck once I can get a hold of them are going to be 2 Maxis. They are very helpful right now, especially with this deck. It adds draw power, which this deck really does not have a lot of, but its recycling power is out the door. So again, leave your questions, comments, or if you're trying to build dragons of your own and need help, definitely message me. Alright, thanks again, YouTube. Peace.